Hey yo, what is up, my beloved hashtag champions fam? It's the bad guy, the omni villain, Zeke 410, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. And with 2019 about to conclude and 2020 right around the corner, I figured what a better opportunity and time to do a brand new, up-to-date WWE Champions tips and advice guide for new players, whether free to play or pay to play. These are just going to be some simple tidbits to help y'all out with your progression, because some might not want to admit it, but I remember what it's like starting out WWE Champions once when it officially dropped and not knowing what to do, being lost in the wilderness of unknowns, making all the wrong decisions. And had I known what rightfully to do, I would have done it right out of the gate. Some of us, we don't like to admit that. We like to brag about our 100K plus rosters, our 1 million plus rosters. But when we're hit with those, repetitive rhetorical questions to us, you got to understand not everyone has been playing as long as you and I. So with that being said, if you're a veteran player, if you've been around for a while, if you're a top 100, top 50, top 10, top 5 faction member, and you remember what it's like starting this game, not knowing what to do, where to go, until that guy or gal reached out and extended their hand in friendship and guidance to you to get you on the right path. If you remember those days, do this solid favor in the comments below by dropping your gems of wisdom that you know will benefit all the upcoming and brand new players who have joined our community fam. Just as toxic as our community can be, I've also seen it be quite positive, insightful, and helpful. So with this video, even if we're not in the same faction, if you have knowledge that you know will help players, don't be a troll in the comments. Be a guru of wisdom in the comments. Leave those tips and advice that I probably might miss in the comments below, so everyone benefits and everybody wins. So first and foremost, one thing that I want to make sure everyone understands is this: you want to make sure that you cover both your male and female champions. As you can see, I've got some male champions. I also got some female champions. But there's also something else you need to note here. Outside of just covering male and female champions, you also want to be sure to cover your different classes. There's 6 classes within WWE Champions. As you can see, we have black for strikers. We have blue for acrobats. We have green for technicians. Purple for tricksters, red for powerhouses, and finally, we have yellow for showboats. So we have 6 different class types of champions represented by both male and females. But on top of that, you also want to make sure that you cover your era categories. So again, we have a plethora of those as well. We have Attitude Era champions. We have Legends. We have Modern Era. We also have some New Gen champions. We have some PG era champions, some Reality era champions, and finally, Ruthless Aggression champions. There's also a subcategory of Zombie champions, but they also fall into their respective eras and classes as well. So you want to make sure that you have all these covered when you consider playing champions, because you want to cover all different types of content within the game. You're going to have requirements for your limited time tours that help you get key resources so you can improve your roster. You're going to have challenging content such as certain types of blitzes, showdown mode tournaments, faction feuds, even possibly invasions when they show up once in a blue moon. But the point is, I want to make sure that you're prepared and covered. So that means you can mix and match your roster. But one thing that you definitely want to take care of that many will not tell you is this: although you want a heavy hitter for each one of those classes that cover those respective era categories, you need to also invest in their trainers and their coaches. So for example, champions are going to need certain types of trainers and coaches that benefit them, such as move points MP, allowing you to charge up your moves quicker so you can get the win sooner, saving you health, because health packs are crucial. We all need health packs. Without health packs, you are not getting anywhere in this game, y'all. That is liquid gold here, y'all. Straight up. But you need MP trainers. You need gem generation trainers. You need gem destruction trainers. Heck, some champions need different types of specialty gems, such as blast gem trainers, silence gem trainers, botch gem trainers, cross and X break trainers, move damage trainers. We also have different types of coaching abilities, and we'll see right here with my man Slick Rick. We have on him, we have a specialty modifier gem trainer in Matt Hardy Showboat, who increases multiplied gem strength by 2. We have a MP trainer that I mentioned earlier for in Xavier Woods' New Day, who boosts purple moves by 4 more move points. And then we have our coaches. We have Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who reduces submission turns. So when going up against a submission champion, he's going to reduce the amount of turns, allowing us to save our health and allow us to get our moves off quicker than expected if they lasted for too long. And we also have coaches that benefit us in the sense of berserker mode damage. If we lose a certain percentage of health within a turn, we're going to be able to deal a certain amount of damage in return as well once it's all said and done, so we can have a solid chance of getting the win and getting out of a dangerous situation. But there's going to be a multitude of types of trainers and champions that you need. For instance, on Goldberg, again, we got 6 classes, so we got 6 different types of move point trainers in MP. So we have yellow MP here. Gem generation, as I mentioned, we got John Studd for red gem gen, and that covers the different types of color gems as well. And so you want to think about the same, but there's also coaches out there that cover MP. So if you got a favorite go-to male or female champion that needs that main 4 MP trainer, you can always also run a MP coach on another champion that's going to benefit you. So you want to keep that in mind. Although you want to build up your roster to have your 6 classes, your categories covered, and you can mix and match. As you can see, I got a modern era striker in Ronda Rousey. I got her. She's my go-to gal when it comes to strikers. But you also see I have an Attitude Era Mr. McMahon. So you got to think outside the box. You want to cover things, but you never want to stretch yourself thin. So you want to have your go-to champions. Yes, pick them out, get them sorted out with the tier lists that are provided by different families, like the Booty family, as well as the Haven fam. They always have very solid tier lists to abide by, but also take the time to check out your roster and inform yourself. Always check out your cards, check out your champions, see what trainer abilities that they provide, check out the different types of links that you can use that can benefit you. That's always going to help out as you move forward in champions. But there's also a couple other ways to help you now. We now have titles and we have medals. Now, medals are farmable. You can get them in certain nodes on the road. You can also pick up bits for them so you can build up and invest in your different types of medals so you can level them up. So we can easily level up. We can level up these medals right here for different boosts, and as you can see, you can unlock all these boosts by level 15. That's something to consider. And we also can do the same when it comes to straps. You can reinforce your straps to open up different nodes, and that's going to allow you to apply more medals. You can use them for vitality. You can use them for move damage, reducing damage. There's different combinations, infinite combinations when it comes to titles, straps, medals, whatever you want to call them. These are going to benefit you. And on top of that, something else to also consider, and it's different currencies for different things. So as you saw, we had the metal bits, we had the title bits that we can use for our straps. But then we also have perks. I, for one, don't usually use perks, but as you can see, we have a multitude of these right here. We got Showdown Tournament perks. We got Faction Feud perks. We got Blitz perks. We have LT Limited Time Tour perks. So there's going to be different ways to also help you out. They're going to cost you some currency, some gold, some coins that you use to level up your champions. That's something to also be key to keep in mind. So you want to consider the different positions. So again, when it comes to you leveling up your champions, you're going to need coins. Coins are key, so we can try to level them up. This superstar is already maxed out. The same's going to be applied when it comes to your moves. You're going to need different color TP. 6 classes, 6 different types of TP. But you also have champions, if you pull them enough, and we're going to go down here to someone on my roster that has a plethora of shards at the moment called dupe TP. These things can help you out in the long run as well, because as you see, my Seth NXT, he has 2,600 dupe TP, and he's an absolutely free-to-play champion. So you want to consider this as well. You can use dupe TP in a way when it comes to your MLC kickoff town-up events, because I want to put it to you like this. With all this dupe TP, one thing that's going to be crucial to a lot of players when they're getting started is building up the roster. One way to do this is by just doing the MLCs, and here's a cool way to do it. You can use dupe TP that you pull from your pools, whether they're free to play or pay to play. You can pick one champion, right? You can spend a certain amount of TP on them. That's their dupe TP. It'll hit the first milestone of every MLC, and you'll get a free champion right out of the gate just from using your dupe TP. Don't even have to touch your color TP whatsoever. I save my color TP for my go-to champions, my hardcore champions that I'm going to be using for different types of content. I use my dupe TP on other champions, and that saves resources, because one thing you definitely want to do is farm resources. So since I talked about it, there's going to be a multitude of ways to do so. We got faction feuds that give us different types of rewards. We have blitzes that help us out. Depending on the type of blitz that's running, we're able to get certain types of rewards that help us out. So for instance, there is a VIP blitz at the moment. We have a VIP blitz that we can check out. And as you can see, this offers different rewards that are going to help us out. Health packs, crucial. We got different types of tokens here. We got headliner chips and diamonds that help us out with tokens. We have some pulls, some free-to-play pulls right there that are going to help us get shards for 3-star guaranteed champions. So you got different types of rewards that come from the different types of blitzes that you have. You got blitzes that give you keys that allow you to do pulls so you can build up and expand your roster if you're able to hit the requirements that are needed, because every single one of those is different. We also have Showdown Mode. Showdown Mode is another solid way. We got a men's division, a women's division, a mixed match showdown division as well. And you want to set your defense, whether high or low. Usually people set their defenses really high during Showdown Mode tournaments that I've mentioned, because these tournament contests offer top-notch resources that any player can really use, because not only will you usually get some tokens, possibly get some coins, possibly some TP bags, some trading points, possibly. You can also get an opportunity at some brand new champions absolutely free if you play it smart. So during those tournaments, the early part of it, everyone's setting a real high top tier tag team as a defense so they can maintain their notoriety and keep it above 500 so they can spam and get those showdown coins. And then once they hit those milestones and clear it out, usually the beautiful thing about our community is that a lot of people will set their defense low again, so then the players who don't have strong rosters can go and get those rewards as well, because we've learned to work together instead of against each other. And that's why these coins, these tournaments are important, because then you can get these showdown coins and you can use them in this shop. So you can pick up brand new champions at 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and even 4-star if you play it right. There's also some broken busted gear within here, an exclusive champion, and Wolfpack Sting. You can even get shards of a champion so you can unlock them sooner rather than later and save your coins for something different. I like to go ahead and get some diamonds out of here. They got some solid deals to get like 10K in diamonds. That's 2 pulls, yes, but it helps out for a future diamond contest. Then you also have the opportunity to come across 100 TP or 500 TP. I skip on the 100 TP because it's not worth it. I always go ahead and I buy and invest in the 500 TP, saving us a lot of time, because resources are key here. You need your coins to level up champions. You need trading points, TP, so you can build up your move set. You need tokens to enhance your champions. And how do we do that? Well, there's a couple of ways. First and foremost, you have the road. Now, the road is going to be something that a lot of new players get right out of the gate. You basically get forced into doing it so you can get certain champions and unlock them. They do give you some top-notch champions, such as the People's Champ, The Rock. He is a top-tier, solid, free-to-play champion who is given to you for free out of the gate thanks to the buffs and updates that they've done to him. So you can also expect updates for other future champions as well. John Cena, another solid one. Seth NXT, who I mentioned as well. And even others. So you want to consider that. They're going to cover different training abilities. They're going to cover different node requirements. But ultimately, what I say now, if I knew what I knew back then, what I know now is this. The road features a lot of great resources. It's going to help you out. Like, you can go from different parts of the road. As you can see, there's 3 different difficulties: normal, hard, and hell. Hell being the hardest. Well, we go to the hell mode. There's going to be some top-notch champions here. There's going to be some 4-star champions here, and you're going to get some mad resources. So what I'm suggesting is this: get through your NXT run. Of course, you want to unlock the other books. Go for it when you have the opportunity to do so. There's 6 books at the moment. 5 of them are for men, and then there's one for the women. I would strongly suggest clearing the NXT tour, getting as far as you can, but then focus on your LT tours and then come back to these, because your LT tours are going to be featuring everything that you need. We have 7 LT tours every single day of the week, and on Sundays we have Sunday Night Heat, which you see is completed. Outside of that, Mondays we get our Powerhouse tour. Tuesdays our Acrobat tour. Wednesdays our Trickster tour. Thursday our Showboats tour. Fridays our Strikers tour. And finally Saturday our Technician tour. I suggest doing normal to hard mode once you're able to do so. When you are finally at a point where your roster is covered on both sides, because the good thing about these tours is you can either run it with a male champion or a female champion. So let's say you have a strong female champion. Well, then she's going to be able to get you through further than, say, your male roster at the moment, right? So if you can clear different tours depending on the strength of your roster and depending on the strength of your champions, this will benefit you. But one thing you definitely want to do is this: take care of your normal and your hard mode. Grind those out. You're going to get tokens. You're going to get coins. You're going to get TP for your respective classes. And this is going to benefit you in the sense of learning how to hoard your resources. Because a lot of players, when they start, a lot of people, when they're starting off as new players in this game, they're like, oh, I got to invest. Just wait. There's certain champions that you're going to be getting duplicate TP for, saving you on your color TP. There's going to be certain champions that are going to give you fuses that can be unlocked once you accumulate a certain amount of shards of them. So save what you get from these resources, so then you can capitalize on MLC contests, which I'll be covering in the future. Now, outside of those LT limited time class tours that I mentioned, you also have Dead Man's Daily. This is where you're going to be getting your coins from. This is going to help you level up those champions, as I mentioned. But we also have LT tours, as you can see right here, with the Christmas Chaos books. This is going to be solid for you in the sense that, what's up, Gear-san? With that, 4-star gold slick Rick gameplay. I love it. But, dang, everybody going in right now with these notifications. But it's all good. Shout out to Big Papa. Big Papa Bra doing his thing too. But these are guys that drop content to help you out with knowledge too. So make sure to check those boys out. I have their links in the comments below. But also MLC tours. Open tour, meaning you can use anybody for this tour, okay? So that means you can capitalize on this tour if you're just fresh and out of the gate. So that means if you got a solid champion at a certain requirement, you can get those keys so you can pull new superstars. And will it show it here? Okay, this is a straight male one. But one thing that's cool about the LT tours, as I mentioned, is you can swap between your male and female roster. So you can clear a node with the males and then come to the female tour and clear a node that way, saving you health packs, saving you time, and you're still able to walk away with the currency, the resources needed to improve your roster to make it beast mode. So what I say is this: clear your LT class tours every single day from normal to hard until you get to the point in your roster growth where you can actually tackle hell mode and get it done so you can walk away with even more resources and get more bang for your buck to help you out with future contests. And outside of that, your LT tour should be your primary. Your road should be your secondary because there's tons of rewards that are in there. And as soon as we usually get them, we always spend them. Stack up what you get from the road and you will be good to go so you can replenish after you've fulfilled a certain type of MLC, because not everyone is able to clear every single MLC because of the requirements that are needed. That's why you get those free-to-play pulls from those MLC tours, and you do those certain types of blitzes so you can get some pulls, and then you are basically good to go, because that's something key to remember. You can that some things will go hand in hand, and that's something to keep in mind. So LT, grind it out. Save the road for a later date once your roster is bigger, broader, expanded, and stronger, because you've taken care of your MP trainers, your gem generation trainers, your gem destruction trainers, your move trainers, whichever ones that benefit the roster that you have, because we have a lot of similar champions on our roster. Doesn't mean that we're all investing in the same champions. You want to keep that in mind. Be diverse when it comes to your champion builds, because different champions can be utilized in different types of ways. We got offensive champions with those X-break and cross-break gems. We also have defensive champions with silence and botch gems. So you want to play to your strengths here. You want to keep that in mind. So that's something else to consider. Outside of that, we'll go over here. We're going to check out the faction feud. Feud is something that is a primary thing. This is something that's key to what I want to say outside of farming resources, okay? Farming and hoarding resources. You want to make sure that you're in a faction that's active. So as you can see right here, me and my broski Johnny Austin, we did our thing. Shout out to my bros Covenanted. Shout out to my mama Sita Anna and my boy HA2. We did our thing. Big Rev Ted. We put in work. We got our numbers in. But you also want to consider the different prizes. You get different prizes depending on your position. Now, honestly, look at those rewards when you're at the tippy top. That's a lot. Now, those blitz tickets have always been lackluster, and even sadly, unfortunately, the prizes even for the top factions have been kind of nerfed. But think about that. 20K in diamonds, okay? 20K in diamonds, that's not too bad. That's solid. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? You got that's basically 4 diamond pulls right there for some high top tier quality tokens to build up your roster. Got some coins right there. You even get a solid champion. And then, as you go further down, the rewards get different. They vary, and then they start to teeter off after a certain point. But the point is, you want to aim higher so that way you can get better resources. And depending on where you place, it's going to decide what your fate is. But the point is, getting into one of these rosters is something that helps with your growth. Because when you're inside a faction that takes their roster building seriously, you're going to reap the rewards of that. But there's a couple things you need to realize. When you join a faction, you need to join a faction that suits and fulfills your needs, whether it's competitive, as we just covered, informative, helping you out, helping you grow and develop until you decide, hey, I want to try to see what I can do in another faction moving forward. But I'm grateful for all the experiences and the knowledge that you've given to me. I'll make sure to apply it and, make sure to adapt to this new faction's ways while remembering the knowledge that you've given me. Or even just a laid back faction that's just chilling, hanging out, relaxing, not taking things as serious as others, but still like to have some fun here and there, do a faction feud when able, and, not getting too caught up in the cloud of things. Because a faction is crucial to your growth, because we have expeditions. As you see, we got expeditions right here for straps, those titles that I mentioned that are going to benefit your roster. There's also different expeditions for TP, but there's and tokens. But the most important type of expedition for me, when it shows up, and because they're rare now, they're literally rare. They went from being an everyday norm to now being like a unicorn of expeditions, are the money bag expeditions that give you health packs and give you coins. So 2 birds, 1 stone. You might get hit with one bag that gives you nothing but coins, or nothing but health packs, or you get lucky, you might get 2 or 3 items that are a mix and match bag of them. So you might walk away with 25, 50 health packs and 100K in coins or 250K in coins, depending on what kind of expedition you're doing. And then we also have our other types of faction bags, the blue and white bags that give you coins, but they also give you faction tokens that help out your teammates when it comes to heals. Now, I personally feel that heals should only be ran during feuds, showdown tournaments, blitzes, depending on the requirements. But that's another key thing of spamming expeditions, so you can hit those up, get those health packs in, so you can heal yourself, saving you and your faction mates tokens that can be used for the important grind content. That's just me personally. But ultimately, another thing is you want to be in a faction that's going to have your back. That's the thing that's key. One thing that's crazy is, since we're on it right now, we're going to go from one thing to another. Outside of doing your expeditions, you also want to make sure that you cover your daily bag. Every 12 hours, you're going to get an opportunity at TP. Faction health packs. Well, not faction health packs, just health packs in general. You're going to have an opportunity at these. You're going to have a chance at possibly a 3-star gold champion or shards for Showboat Matt Hardy, who's a top tier champion, and for him to be given out, basically, if you grind it out enough, you'll get enough shards to unlock him at 3-star gold, and you can do that absolutely free to play. Might be tedious. You're going to have to make sure that you hit the mark on it every time you open up those bags, but the point is that you're basically going to have an opportunity at a guaranteed 3-star gold champion if you haven't pulled him yet, or at least get enough shards to fuse him up to 3-star gold, and you'll be good to go, depending on what your MLC free-to-play pulls are like. So you always want to make sure you do that. You also have your daily missions that come around every single day. These things are easy to hit and use a health pack. Win a match on the road. You can easily farm the road, like farm the NXT tour, as I mentioned, or any tour at that if you got the champions to handle it. When breaking any 6 loot boxes in any match, clearing your dead man's daily, doing your different LT class tours is going to give you different rewards as well. And then you have winning a showdown match. You get these briefcases that are going to give you 25 cash that you can save up to do some pulls that are free to play if a banner comes around for it. That's something to consider. And you also get a free champion out of here. I wish that they would rotate the champion, but that's another day, another time. Something also cool. Oh, just hit it again. My apologies, we'll exit out. Another thing that's great to do is your daily login rewards. Just look at this. Got a free page. Well, if you didn't have her, you get her. So that's something to consider. On day 7, usually, you always get a free champion. But look at these resources. You get some cash. You get some pulls, some premium chip free-to-play pulls here. You get some token cases. And then if you save and get all the way through it, guess what? You not only just get a free 1-star champion, you get a 2-star fuse up for that champion. And Paige is a solid female waifu for WWE champions. And if you hit the login and hit them a certain amount of days, you're walking away with different rewards. So we get 50 TP here. Could be 5 different bags. It could be one of 50 of one color. It could be mix and match depending. But the point is, you're getting more resources just by logging into the game. And this is stuff that's going to benefit you right out of the gate, saving up that cash, waiting for a solid banner so you can do pulls on. So you want to capitalize on these things. Plus, another thing that you want to keep in mind are your contests. There's different contests for different things. You got a TP contest. You got a coin and evolve events. We have diamond contests that show up once in a blue moon. We got the key contest. So whenever you clear out your MLC tours, and you do those pulls, you get points for acquiring the keys, you get points for pulling and using the keys, and everybody wins. You get enough of those MLC ingots, that type of MLC currency, you hit different milestones, you get more rewards that are going to benefit you and help you. And then you also get these once in a blue moon type of contests that come through that also offer you different types of rewards, like mad boatload. Like we got a chance at over 900 TP here, 20 million coins, 2 epic legend straps, and 6 5-star silver tokens. These are things that are going to benefit your roster even if you don't got a 4-star yet. You're going to be pre-gaming for the end game. So that's something to consider if you have those type of resources laying around. You got the different types of rewards that you get from the MLC contests that are going to help you out, like getting these bags right here. 1.2 million coins, 5K diamonds, 5-star silver token, 100 TP, or even shards, or a 4-star gold poster of a champion. These are the type of things that you're going to want to make sure you save up for. We got another variety of MLC currency to use on the prize wall that's going to help you out by getting some top-notch rewards. So there's always going to be different ways to capitalize in this game. Another cool thing that comes around when you have the opportunity to do so is when you go here outside your inventory, you can get different rewards. So you can get you'll get your faction rewards here. If your teammates buy different bags and deals from the store, you're going to get those there. And that's also going to benefit you. There's also different rewards that can help you out that are going to take care of you so that you're set. So when we did this, Santa did this, Claws gear, they gave us these different present boxes here that are usually very, very useful, that'll give us a lot of top-notch rewards and resources, from TP, the coins, the health packs, etc. They cover their bases with this one. And then sometimes you might get a gift from different from the admins and everything that's going to help you out, because if you're, let's say you're pay to play and something doesn't go your way, you can easily end up getting a reward for those mishaps, and that's what happens. So you gotta look at different things differently and how you approach it. Again, free to play or pay to play, right? There's certain things, but you want to stay up on it. You want to take care of business. And yes, I did do what I said I wasn't going to do, but it was worth the deal at the time, and they did reimburse me. So thank you, Scopely, and thank you to all the trolls who might shout me out on that. But aside from that, y'all, we have the store. Now, we have the store and the loot. Now, the loot is something that's critical to everybody. Now, you're going to have certain loot, like this one from Mr. T, that you're going to have to spend disposable income on. You're going to have your MLC, the MLC currency loot coins, so you can pull on that. We have cash pulls for our straps, so you can get those. So that's another way to build up your roster. You can easily use your in-game cash that you save up to get a strap. But at the same time, consider this: you get the straps from the expedition. Do you really want to spend your disposable income on these straps that way, when you know you're going to have an opportunity to get some solid straps from your expeditions? Save your in-game cash for a pull banner that's needed. You have your free-to-play briefcase pulls. Now, granted, there are deals that come around that allow you to capitalize even further with those keys, because there's only so many keys that you can get from every MLC, and so many opportunities at solid champions like these ones here. You got these gear. Well, that's definitely not Sting. That's the Russian. But the point is, you have solid opportunities to pull some solid champions like OG Gerson, a very great YouTuber for champions. He literally pulled some solid fire when it came to these pulls. So there's proof that you can get him. He could pull a 4-star Wendy. He pulled Ultimate Warrior with his gear. So, I mean, you got to look at, like, some people have some good luck, some people don't. But the point is, they're free to play. You don't have to spend no money on them. So this is something, as a new player or upcoming player, you definitely want to capitalize on. So then we also have our diamond pulls that are going to offer you the different types of tokens that you need to upgrade your roster at a higher level and rarity. So you want to look out for those. We got the different classes, 6 classes. Different types of variations of tokens to help you out for all those classes to get you up, and combined with your headliner chips, those are also going to help you out and benefit your roster by getting you more tokens that are going to help benefit your growth and your experience in champions. But you want to play it smart. You don't want to stretch yourself thin. That's why I say hoard and farm all your resources as much as possible. But then we also have opportunities here that are free to play. You can get these different types of currency absolutely free to play. You can get these coins for a guaranteed 3-star by either using in-game cash. It's going to take you a couple pulls unless you pull Farouk, who's the only champion in there that's an actual champion. Everyone else is shards. So to show you right here, Farouk is the only champion in there. So if you get an explosion, it means you got a 3-star gold champion, and he's a solid champion. But then you got different variations of shards for champions that can be unlocked at 3-star or higher. So why not? It's guaranteeing you champions that are going to be at 3-star at least. Might take you a while, but it's something to invest in if you got that point in time. And you can get these from the MLC prize wall that I'm about to show you. Then we have the 2-star loot. We also have the premium chips. So this is another solid way to walk away with some solid champions. Again, now they finally included some 3-star champions in here, 3-star silvers, 3-star bronzes that are going to help you get ahead. Solid fuse ups that can be used for a kickoff talent up event. Outside of using your Duke TP, you can use those fuses to save you some time and resources and some tokens. So that's something solid to consider. And then even, of course, the easier to do premium. You got some solid champions in here. You got Natty, who I love to use for my Star Fragment Blitzes to fill out hollow stars. You got DDP. You got different champions on here that are going to be needed for the road so you can clear the tours, so you can unlock them and sit on them. And you got certain champions that are going to definitely benefit your roster. I mean, for instance, you got Dolph Ziggler. He's the Yellow Gem Generation trainer. You got a top-tier champion in Big Show now, a guy that everyone was sitting on shards for the longest time, and lo and behold, he's now one of the best champions in the game. We got Cesaro, who's a trainer for destroying green gems. So there's a multitude of champions in here that are going to benefit you and help you grow when it comes to your roster. Even Mark Henry's solid. We still got Sin Cara. We got Jerry the King Lawler, who's Blue MP. So there's different loots for different things. You can use cash on them, but a lot of these you can get the pulls for free. You just got to stack them up to a certain point and then unload on them. Now, moving forward from the loot, we're going to go to the store and show you some things in here. There's a lot of solid deals and offers here. So there's one offer that I would recommend to a lot of people getting, especially if you're new. If you don't want to be like full whale, they do have the double cash extravaganzas. That's for $20. You get 4,400 cash in game. You can save that for player's choice. You know, that's a solid time to play the pull, because usually in player's choice you get a guaranteed 3-star now. They updated so it's nothing less than a 3-star champion up to 4-star. So think about that. You can get some in-game cash for free by logging in daily. You can spend a little cash and stack up until the next player choice comes around. Pull on that banner and do it like that. You have these different pay-to-play ways to get things done. You have these different offers for coins and TP. But the thing I want to realize and let people know and understand is this. These are things that you can farm and hoard. So spend money on them or hoard them and farm it, because you know you're going to be able to get drops for it. That becomes a choice of the player. But I do say the in-game cash deal for $20, 4,400 cash that you can stack up. I definitely would take advantage of those whenever you get a solid opportunity. We have different deals that come around that are for the champions that are needed for the MLC if you don't unlock them. But again, you can unlock them from doing the first node by using some dupe TP, spending 2, 5, 10, 20, however much you wish, and you get that free-to-play champion right out of the gate, so you don't have to spend money. But if you want to go further in and further down the rabbit hole, you got these different types of pulls and token deals. But here we are with the prize wall. Now, the prize wall is separated this time because, as you see, we have the gold ingots and we got the blue ones. So, for instance, you can use the ingots that you get from the different tours that you're available to do. I use mine to stack up on some coins, but you can also get some blitz tickets because factions run blitzes. You can get some tokens. You can get some TP. You can get some diamonds. Those are things that benefit you. Like I said, those premium chip pulls. You got the different types, the headliner chips. You got your diamonds. You got your 2-star chips, the 3-star shard loot coins. So you can stack up in different ways, but you want to play it safe. For one, I usually always go for health packs. I go for diamonds. That's a TP. Additional things that are going to benefit me. Then when you get to these golden ingots, like this is a little bit different, because usually you could use the blue. You could use the primary one that you always get to take care of things, but now they split it up for this one. So you could use this one to get 3 4-star gold tokens. Solid for you. You can get 5 million coins to help you out with a coin contest. You can get these 300 TP plus 10 3-star silver tokens right here. You can get shards for the MLC character. There's different ways to invest your currency that you can get absolutely free by stacking and hoarding, and it'll help benefit you and get you through to a better place. So even here, the different gears. If you weren't able to pull Volkov off the free-to-play banner, if you weren't able to pull Surfer Sting, the Stinger off the free-to-play banner, but you already have them and you just need the gear, well, this is where you would go. Little expensive, yes, but at the same time, worth it because it's going to benefit you. Even look at this, 1,000 TP and 200 health packs. That would come in pretty nice, don't you think? And using the combination of different contests, milestone rewards, hitting up your factions, doing your farming, your hoarding, this is going to be stuff that benefits you. But something that's key for many to do, that'll help you out, especially if you're on the free-to-play side of things, is to go all the way down here, and you can either watch videos for free. Might be a little tedious, a little strenuous, but it is possible. You can get enough in-game cash from watching these videos. You can also do the free cash offers that basically, you can download games, open them, boom, you got some in-game cash. You can watch some more videos. You can complete different offer deals. Some might cost you $5, $20, etc. You can download another game. You reach a certain level in that game, and then you get tons of in-game cash from that, especially around Black Friday and Cyber Weekend. Black Friday, Cyber Weekend, Cyber Monday, you definitely can capitalize with the type of deals that they run during that point in time. So there's a multitude of ways to capitalize in WWE Champions, but you want to play it smart. There's opportunities both free to play and pay to play. Pay to play makes things a lot easier because you can just spend money and pull. Cool. But then again, just because you pull a bunch of brand new champions, check out their card. See what their abilities are. See what's going to benefit you. So there's certain champions that you might pull and you sit on them for months on end. And in reality, you should have been building them up, getting them to 3-star silver 5K so you can utilize their abilities. Plus, combined with the straps, combined with the perks, champions that are low tier are going to be able to get through certain difficult content just because you were able to invest the right way. So we've been here more than long enough with this video, and I apologize for that, but it was on my heart to do so, to share everything with you. So, with that being said, y'all, I hope that you all enjoyed this video if you were able to sit around for it. Apologies if it wasn't short, sweet, and brief. Apologies if it was too long for you. But if you did sit through this, again, knowledge is power, y'all. Anything that I missed, and you've been a veteran, a journeyman of this game, you want to make sure that you stay on top of things. You want to help move the culture forward, paying it forward, so to speak, by doing right by people. Because sometimes the best advice that we get are from people that we don't even know. People who are in a faction that others don't even care about because they're not in the top 100. Just because you're not in the top 100 doesn't mean that you don't have a stockpile of wisdom and knowledge sitting within your faction. All you have to do is ask. I get it. The rhetorical questions get old. Who do I take up? What should I use this? Take a step back and remember when you were in that position. Some people get blessed right out of the gate. They joined up with people who were day one players. They joined up with people who were playing the Champions beta, so they know what and what not to do, and they've moved forward. We have tier lists out now that are available now that help make things easier. We have a blog from WWE Champions. We have Twitter with WWE Champions letting us know what's going on. I myself, alongside the other greats of the Magnificent Seven Champions content creators, Gerson, Big Papa Brian, Christian on Air, Benny, David Boy, DJ A9ZT, yours truly. We're all here to help. We got different perspectives, different views. I do a little free to play as well as a little bit pay to play. I get the deals that help me out, and I stay away from other deals because I know it's a scam. All mobile games do that. No one is perfect. They have to keep the lights on just like we have to pay our bills. But if you have things to take care of, I always also say this: priority before pleasure. Do what you can, where you can. A lot of people don't do this anymore. A lot of people get laughed at when they share their roster, instead because they're looking for a faction. You know what? Instead of laughing at them, why don't you just tell them who to work on? Give them a set deadline to get it done. Help them. or just drop a tier list, drop some informative intel to them so they can get right. And when they come back around again to look for a proper faction, fam, they will not be left behind. Because it's not, that's one of the reasons why I had to do this video. I hate seeing bullies, cyber bullies. We're in the era of cyber bullies where where it's easy for you to pick on someone because you're behind the screen and, pardon me, you're behind the screen and that person can't reach out to you. And you can say what you want. You can be as ignorant as you want. I can't stand it. We're all humans. You bleed like I bleed. You cry like I cry. You'll die like I die. What's the sense of beating up on someone? You could be picking on someone, calling them every type of name in the book, and it's a little kid. Their champion, their profile pic might be their favorite champion, and the kid is only 12 years old, just asking a question, and you're a grown adult trolling them. I don't get it. We should be helping one another. We know what it's like to be scoped. We know what it's like to come from nothing. So why put yourself over somebody who's literally just trying to get to where you are, but on their own terms? It never hurts. No question is a stupid question. Yes, we get tired of rhetorical questions, but unless you know that person, privately, you know that, well, I don't know why he's asking this question here when he has so-and-so in their faction. You know, don't judge. And it's like, it's one of those things, like, so many people get heat. People attack Gerson. People attack Big Papa Brian. People were attacking Mark Rangley when he was doing videos. People attack me. And we're here helping. But if you know all the answers, then why aren't you coming out and properly sharing those answers with the community so everyone can win? Then I wouldn't have to be doing a video like this. So it's just a thought, y'all. Like, we need to come together. And that's why I did this video. Some of y'all like it. Some of y'all don't. But at the same time, if you have knowledge that can be shared to help future players, do it, man. Just look at it like if it was your baby sister, your baby brother coming to you, asking you for help. They're looking up to you because you have the experience. When you got people who post their rosters to be a-holes instead of just being like, wow, I'm proud of where I came. You got that sarcasm in the message. And then someone tweets underneath, hey, bro, like, what can I do? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Answer them. It only takes a few seconds to type a simple, logical, respectful answer that'll change that player's outcome, roster outcome for the better. But that's just me, and I'm the bad guy. So what do I know, right? Bad times don't last, y'all, but mad love to every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned from this video. I hope that you're able to apply this to your journey, whether you're free to play, pay to play, been playing for a couple months, playing for a couple of weeks, just downloaded the doggone game. Whether you're in the top 5, top 10, top 100, y'all know what's up, faction. If you're in a journeyman faction, laid back faction, informative faction, I'm going to leave everything in the description below, from tier lists to YouTube content creators of champions, channels. I'm leaving it all out for you, so you can all properly succeed. Because I might not have the answers, but maybe someone in the comments below will. Maybe one of the other content creators of champions will. But it starts by just putting the best foot forward. You know? Paying it forward. I know, and like, look at my roster. My roster's grown since the last time I've done a roster update when I first started doing YouTube to the last update roster review that I done. So understand that it doesn't happen overnight. Even if you bought thousands upon thousands of disposable income deals, you still got to put in the work. You got tokens, cool. You got coins, cool. But that stuff runs out real quick. Especially when considering how many classes we have, how many requirements are needed for different MLCs. You got to play it smart because, again, every MLC is going to be different. So one MLC, you might capitalize. Maybe it's best for you to sit out the next couple of MLCs. Use that dupe TP, use a couple fuses, get the free-to-play champion, and then dip. Be done. Stockpile and hoard until that next MLC comes around with that champion on that prize wall that you really want to get. Comes around. So, like, just fall back, hoard. Do your blitz runs. Do your showdown tournaments. Do your faction feuds. Clear your LT tours on the daily. Farm the road when necessary, when needed, so you can have more resources to take up that first 4-star bronze, silver, or gold champion. To take up, heck, that first 3-star bronze, silver, gold champion. I want y'all to win, y'all. I want you to succeed, and I got nothing but mad love for y'all. Leave a like, leave a thumbs up, hit that thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel or you've been around for a while and you decided, hey, yo, I want to become a part of the bad guy, the Omni villain, Zeke 4-0's beloved hashtag champions fam, do yourselves a favor after liking this video by dropping a people's elbow on that subscribe button, as well as hitting a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from this channel. Mad love to every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. Good pulling, good feuding, good blitzing, good farming, because it's definitely a good time to be a champion. And remember this, bad times don't last. Bad guys do. And champions do too. I hope this helped y'all all out. I hope that y'all had a great time with me, hearing me rant for close to an hour, if not over an hour. But I hope that this helped y'all all out for the best. God bless you all. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. 2019. Mwah. It's been a blast. 2020, here we come. WWE champions. Who want it? Nobody wants it because they don't want none. Peace.